Welcome back, everybody. If you are new here, my name is Nikki, and in the back is Switch. He is my companion and travels with me. I am a photographer, and today we are at, I'm gonna butcher this, Takhalkh Lake, and the Meadows Trail, which is in Washington. If you don't know, I typically travel all around Oregon, but I live really close to the Washington border, so figured we'd go and travel into Washington this week. And the second trail that we're going to be going to is Council Bluff Trail, and that'll be interesting to try to get to because currently I have no signal, and and I don't actually know where it's located, and I can't load it on my map, so I'm gonna have to drive until I get some signal and then figure out where it is and then drive to it. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and turn on your post notifications so you don't miss a video every single week. Every adventure is different, and we go and see different scenes. Like sometimes it's a beach, sometimes it's mountains, sometimes it's reservoirs, and it's pretty incredible. All the photos that I will be taking today will be on my photography Instagram page, Raw Footage Photography, and all that will be linked down below. I hope you have a great time, and let's see what the rest of Washington and Mount Adams has to offer. as you can see, it's a completely different day. I'm wearing completely different clothes. My hair is completely different. And that's because when we went to Takhalkh Lake and Meadows Trail, there was absolutely no signal, and I didn't know where the Council Bluff Trail was, and for the life of me I could like not find a spot that had good enough signal that my maps would actually load. And so by the time I was able to get to a spot where I actually had good enough signal, I was like 45 minutes out from, like I was 45 minutes in the opposite direction from that trail. So I decided to, and which was really annoying because Council Bluff was literally like 10 minutes away from me, and I passed it when I was trying to find signal. So I was like really kicking myself for that one. So today is a completely different day. Right now we're at one of my favorite spots. This is a spot I usually go to every weekend in the summer, but because of the pandemic it's been closed. So we're at Sauvie Island right now, which is a beach area with warm enough waters to go swimming in, because on the Oregon coast the water here is not warm. And we're going to be walking the what's it called? I believe it's called the Warrior Rock Lighthouse Trail. Let me double check that for you guys. Yeah, Warrior Rock Lighthouse Point Trailhead, and I believe it's about like a 2 to 3 mile hike, and at the end of the trail there's like its own little beach area, and typically there's not a ton of people here, and it is a Tuesday. And I think I always thought that there was not a ton of people here because I usually go later in the day, and right now it's 12:30, and around it's noon. And but there are a bunch of beach access spots like along the beginning of the trail, and so a lot of people just park over here to get away from the crowd, because down the road there's, I would say like 10 minutes down the road, there's like the main beach area where everyone goes, and so I feel like people come here to kind of get away from that. So the actual beach at the end of the trail is not typically busy, even though there's a bunch of cars parked here. So yeah, the end of the trail there's like a secluded beach or a private beach, and that's where I like to go. You get a nice solid hike in, get a nice walk in, and I actually brought Switch's life jacket because I want to work on his swimming skills, because he's not a confident swimmer at all. And right now it's like not really a huge deal, but next summer when I have a truck, and once I get a truck, I plan on getting a paddleboard and a kayak, and I want to teach him to go on those with me, and I want him to be confident in his swimming, so that way if he ever falls off or we flip over or something, then it's not something that's like a traumatic, scary thing that happens for him. This is one of my absolute favorite trails, and I'm really excited to share it with you guys. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it.
Nobody else,
So we are just now leaving the beach, and as I suspected, there wasn't really anyone there. There was a couple groups of people there that came in on a boat, and that's something that I would love to be able to do one day, is have a boat. They weren't like huge boats or anything, they were just, you know, day boats. And yeah, this is my favorite trail, because there's just, every time, even when it's been busy, every time I've gone to this trail to go to that beach is never busy, because everyone just comes to like do the side trails or access the side paths to the beach that's like way down. And yeah, I got to finally go for a swim this summer. It was something I really wanted to do before winter comes around, and we're about to enter our winter phase anyways. Okay, sorry. People walked by, and I still get kind of uncomfortable filming and talking to the camera in front of other people. I mean, I've done it, but you know, if it's like in a parking lot or there's like a group of people around and I just need to film, then I'll do it. But I'm like the only one on this path, so it was just kind of strange to have it just be like me and these people. But like I was saying, it has started to rain here already, which once it does that, then winter is coming. For Portland, our summers here are like 2 to 3 months long, and then it's just rainy and cold the rest of the year. And this area was closed down during the pandemic, but recently opened up. Not recently, it opened up like a few months ago, or like a couple months ago, I guess. But you know, they ended up having to close it down again because there was like a swarm of people and no one was social distancing. And so then it closed down again, and then it opened up at some point, I don't know when, but recently. And I still waited a while because I knew that there was going to be like a plethora of people. So I wanted to go during the week because people are now starting to go back to work. And this place is super swamped on the weekends, so I wasn't about to do that. Not because of the pandemic, but because I prefer walking on trails when no one's around, because it's just a lot more peaceful, and Switch can be off leash more often. And yeah, that beach was it's just like the best secluded beach there is, honestly. And the water is brisk. It's not warm, but it's not freezing cold like the coast. So definitely, that's why when I go in, I just kind of dive in. You kind of just have to throw yourself into it and swim upstream. And the friction, or whatever it's called, will warm you up when you're swimming. And so then you're only really cold for like a couple minutes probably. But since this is an out and back trail, I am going to go ahead and close out the vlog here, because what you saw on the way in is exactly what you're going to see on the way out too. So it's really not that special. And the drive in, which is also the drive out, it's just like it's just dirt road and a lot of parked cars, so it's not like something special to see. So I hope you really enjoyed this adventure with me as much as I did, and I definitely want to do more water activities. It was my first time getting to use my GoPro in the water, and that was really fun. Kind of challenging to swim. When you're done recording, I was having to like hold it in my mouth and like swim. But since you did stay this long, if you haven't already, you should hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and turn on your post notifications so you don't miss a video every single week. We have an amazing community, and it's just so much fun. It's so much fun to be able to share my experiences in nature and show you guys the beauty of Mother Nature from where you are. And especially since people watch these from all over the country and hopefully all over the world at some point. And I think it's important to appreciate nature in all its glory, because it will humble you and it will show you just incredible art, and it just teaches love, patience, and appreciation. I can't remember if I said appreciation or patience, but it teaches both. So I hope you have a great day, great evening, or a great weekend. Love you guys.